Hi, welcome to my channel. Who am I today with Summer D? And today I have a thrift haul for you. I'm just going to be keeping these jeans on. Most of it is tops and sweaters and jackets and things like that. So I'm just going to keep the same jeans on so we can run through them so I can do a little bit faster. I'm working on faster videos. I don't know, that's just hard. I don't know how people do faster videos. But anyways, we're going to run through it like that. And then I do have two skirts and a pair of pants so to try on as well. None of this, I haven't tried any of it on. I just went to, it's a secondhand shop, and they support like I guess suicide victims families, and then they try to keep people from suicide. I'm guessing. I don't really know how all that works, but I know that the person who owns the shop, they had lost a daughter to suicide, and so their mission is working in that area. I probably do need to find out more about it, but anyway, the proceeds for that shop go to help with that. So it's for a good cause, and I just come up with some really cool stuff that they roll it all up in a bag, and they fit as many into, it's like a Walmart size bag as you can get. For that day it was $10. I got 5 bags for $50, which was actually like, let's see, I'm thinking 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. I'm thinking I got like 20, close to 25 items. So I guess that's pretty good for $50. I haven't done the math yeah, I'm thinking that's a pretty good deal. Anyways, but it's for a good cause, and I love thrifting, and so it's just one of the places I go to from time to time and find some really good stuff. So I'm going to show you those, and then I just put this black shirt on because the skirts, I just needed something in the pair of pants to try on with those, and so I thought just plain black shirt would be okay for those today. So let's just start, and this is not one of the outfits, so let's just start showing you what we thrifted and go from there. Okay, this one is the first one I'm showing you. I just thought was so cute. I'm going to do the skirts first and the pants first. That way I can just stick that pair of jeans and boots back on and go through all the tops. But it made sense to me. But anyway, this skirt, I just thought it was so adorable. It's got the little poodle there. I feel like somebody handmade it, but it's a little short for a poodle skirt. So I don't know if they handmade it for a kid, possibly. But I would wear it in the summertime with some little sneakers and the little girly white lace socks that you roll down. It's got the little lace around the edge after you flip it down. I would either wear it that way in the summer or wear it now with the boots and maybe put some black tights or something on under it. But I do think it is super cute and different, and kind of a unique piece to find. So I do like it a lot. And that is our first piece, and let's move to the next one. Okay. This one I thought was Ralph Lauren. It has that kind of Ralph Lauren look, but it is actually a vintage casual corner skirt. So I think maybe 90s. And it's super cute. I feel like it's very fall. I kind of, when I was looking at it, was seeing fall, but then I thought, well, maybe I can put a red sweater or some type of red with it to turn it into a more Christmassy look. So but I actually really do like it with the black as well, so we'll see. But it does fit, so that's good. Number 2, the second one fits, so that's always it. We're on a roll with things fitting, so that's good. And y'all have to bear with me. So we live in a small town in Tennessee, and where we live is weighing on me today, so it may be coming out in my voice a little bit. We are kind of close to water, and we have trains, and it's an industrial section, and there's just a lot. And so my ears, like, I know, like, I may sound normal to you, but my ears are kind of doing that thing where you're in a barrel. And so to me, I sound a little off. So I'm trying to talk my way through that, and I'm trying to work through my feelings of where I'm at today. So just bear with me. It's good that I'm doing this video because we have to start somewhere. If you're feeling that way about where you live, and man, you just can't wait to get out, and you're like believing God for a way out or something, just do something. Just get up and do something. I have to sometimes get up and make myself, like, you'd have to get up and get going and do something to break that cycle of just so this is me doing something, and I'm sharing with you the clothes, and I'm working through the muffly sound that my ears are doing right now. I'm thinking it's just because pressure, because I've been hearing a lot of YouTubers say this, but it's darker, it's colder, and the weather's just, it's kind of, the humidity, I think there's a lot going on, especially right here. Some of the things we're dealing with right here. And so it's okay because God is bigger than all those things. And I know that. And I am good at pulling through. But it's just taking me a good minute this morning. We're getting there. Okay. This pair of pants I just picked up for the colors because I said on the last couple of videos it's great to have different colored pants to pair with other things to kind of change up the look. So I just like this kind of teal color. They are just some old Merona pants from, I think Target sold the Merona brand. And but they're a little bit older. They're definitely not a new pair, but I just like the color of them and thought they might be fun to pair with something. And today has not been simple. I don't, are y'all experiencing, like, I know I said these videos are going to be simple. I mean, they are simple, but have y'all been experiencing like a lack of time lately? Like, I feel like since Thanksgiving, that even before then, but since Thanksgiving, everything is just flying by really fast, and I cannot seem to get a grasp on my day. So, and I do have some different things going on. Like my dog I showed you in the last video, he's 13 years old around Christmas time. And he's just having a few issues. And so I've had, honestly, he's been kind of like going to the bathroom in his sleep. I don't know what that's about. But I've been like 2 or 3 times, last night 3 times cleaned it up and had to wash his bed stuff and all of that. And I know that's not like, ooh, that's probably not like good info for here, but anyway, it is real life. It is what I'm dealing with, and I have been taking care of him for 8 years, 8 years, and he is a super sweet dog. He's the best dog, but it has affected who I can have over. It has affected my sleep. It has affected our washing. I mean, it takes a lot of time out of my day. So there's just that right there in itself it's taking a lot of my time, and I love him and he's a sweet dog, and it's just what we're doing. It's what I've made my peace in that we are going to do, as long as we need to, but that is a little bit of why I run behind. My husband also gets up and goes to work at like 2 in the morning, so our schedules have been off for a very long time, for like still about 8 years. He's had that position about 8 years. He does inventory control, and he has to be there before the next shift is there. And so it's that once again getting woke up. So between his schedule and the dog, and like everything's just off on our schedules, and so it's really hard for me to try and find a way to do a schedule during the daytime. So anyway, and I finally get around to a video. It's like 4 o'clock. It's like 4 o'clock, I think, or I don't know. And then from there, I try to get my Poshmark and eBay done. I also really want to have time to spend with God, so I try to get my Bible reading and praise and different things in. And I just feel like my day is spiraling out of control. But I think a lot of it is to do with our schedules and just those things that we really can't do anything about right now, other than pray. Okay. This one is a Time and True sweater, and I think I got 2 Time and True pieces, and this one, I love it. It is a wrap front, so I just kept that black shirt on under it, and it is so soft. I love the Time and True pieces. They're not vintage, but just the quality of them being from, so when I was little, we went to Walmart, it wasn't cool, but now, like this particular brand at Walmart is amazing. Let me see what's up here. Okay, sorry. Just seeing what's popping up on my screen. I'm just like, it's taking me a minute to get this figured out. And I'm using a wide lens today because I was trying to fix that format on the TV, and I don't think that's fixing it really, but it is showing my ceiling the whole entire time. So I'm sorry for that, because I think it's actually making that a little worse, but I have to keep adjusting today, and I didn't have to do that before. So I'm just going to keep going, and as I go, I guess we'll figure it out, right? So hopefully you could just see the outfit. But this little Time and True sweater is, it is so soft, it is so warm, and I just think that particular brand, the quality of it is really good. So I really like this one. And we'll try, the next one's like a black fleece. That's also Time and True. Let's get to that one. Okay, this is the other Time and True piece, and this is like, it is really thick, it is really warm, and so this is definitely like you want to go hike a trail or just be outside in this one. I feel like it is like we're ready for the trail in this. So, but I just absolutely love the material, and this was new with tags on this one, so I thought that was awesome too. And it's like that super warm fleece stuff, and it's got the pockets down here, little hand warmer pockets. So this one is amazing. Okay, this is a vintage Yarnworks sweater. I'm trying to get better at giving you the brands, even though they are vintage, and you know, I'm sure some of them you could probably find here and there. I'm sure there are probably more of these, but either way, that way you'll know the brands, and when you're out looking, you can at least, you know, if you see that brand or whatever and you like it, at least you'll know. So you may not want to know, I don't know. But anyway, I really like this one. It is like a chunky, I like the big, it's like a, what do you call it? Like the knit is on the buttons too, and then it's like really thick and chunky, and it has pockets. So I think it's really pretty and very Christmassy. It's got that bright red color that's perfect for right now, and I think this one's definitely a keeper. Okay, this one is a vintage Sasson jacket. It's like Sasson. I have some jeans listed. They're like, it's heartbreaking kind of, because I wanted to wear them, but they are so small. They are so small. I mean, I know they're not kids, but they're like, they would be like a vintage size 0, I guess. They're very, very tiny. And I have them listed for that reason. Otherwise, I would be wearing them. But this is that same brand. And I don't think I've ever found a top in that brand. I have seen the jeans a lot in that, but I'm wanting to think it was an 80s brand. Maybe crossed over into the 90s, but I'm feeling pretty certain that it was 80s. But so this one, I thought that was pretty cool. And it is just, you know, you can wear it to work. It's just a cute little blazer with a little button detail. You can wear it to work or casually, or just if you, I almost want to think you could do, even though it was 80s or 90s, I feel like you could almost do a Y2K look probably with this blazer as well. So anyway, very cool piece. We're moving right along. We have quite a few. Okay, this one is a vintage, like 90s Tommy Hilfiger jacket, which I thought was pretty cool. And so I remember saying that I don't really care about brands, and I got to thinking about that. It's amazing to me how much you notice when you're doing a video. When I go back and watch it, I'm like, oh, do I really feel that way? Do I really? And I notice some of the things I say, so I'm like, so if you're doing a video, it really makes you very aware of what you're saying and doing. So I have realized something. I actually do care about brands, but not in the way that most people care about them. So I don't care about newer brands. That's what it is. I don't care about the newer brands that much. But when it comes to like a vintage brand, those are the ones I seem to recognize. So I had to think about that a little bit after saying it. But so things that I remember from the 90s, like Liz Sport, Liz Wear, My Michelle is a good Y2K brand. The vintage Tommy Hilfigers, the vintage Abercrombies, and the vintage, the Jordache, Gitano. So there are brands that I do recognize, but I recognize them from that era instead of today. So that's what it is. So anyways, this is a vintage Tommy Hilfiger, and I thought this was an excellent find. I was so excited, and look, it's even got the little tag back there on the jacket, you can see. And it's also got the little, you know, there's a little Tommy logo symbol thing right there too. But I just thought this one was such a good find. I was really excited about it. I would not, however, pair it with these vintage jeans, because it's like, I don't know, it's almost like two different styles of vintage for me. But I feel like I would pair this with that darker, like a dark blue pair of jeans. Just something a little darker or a different color. I don't really like these two colors together, but that's just me. But I'm just using them for just so I can fly through the tops faster. But very cool find on this one. Okay, this is a vintage 90s Premier International top. And you can wear it two ways. This one you can button up, tuck it in, wear it as a shirt, or just out as a shirt. I kind of like it for a jacket situation. It does have some shoulder pads, which I probably will sell this one. So I may leave the shoulder pads in it since they're so thin. Normally, if it's mine, I take them out because I don't like the way the shoulder pads look on me personally. And then I just rolled the sleeves up once. I think this one's super cute. It's got some embroidery on the front, so I just think that's kind of neat. So a pretty cool find. And like all of this, I love going to those smaller shops where I like the Goodwill. I like places like that too. Carm has amazing things in it as well. We have some Carms, and if I want a newer item, I go to the Carm because a lot of times they have, like, say, Free People, which costs a whole lot, is only like $10 to $12 at the Carm. So I like it for things like that. But when it comes to the vintage clothing, it seems like they have a little bit of it around here, but it seems like I just find better vintage pieces at some of those smaller little shops that, like, they're kind of like the little mom and pop shops or whatever, the little small church shops or thrift secondhand shops. It seems like I find better pieces there. So these were great finds for as many pieces as I got for $50. Like, it's a pretty I feel like, amazing deal. So this one's super cool. Okay, on this one, it is a newer piece, and the brand is For the Republic. And so at this little shop, since they were rolling it up and putting it in bags, and it was $10 a bag, I just literally grabbed what I liked, whether it was new or old. I just grabbed it all. They rolled it up in there, and I got to bring it all home. So, so there's new and modern pieces coming in both. But this one, even though it's a newer piece, actually I feel like it looks like a fast fashion tag on it. But it's really thick. It's a like really warm piece for the winter, so I did like that about it. I always gravitate towards pieces that are thicker, so I feel like this one is one of those pieces. Even though it is a little bit more modern, it's actually very modern. I just like the way it felt, so I think this one turned out cute. Okay, just a good LL Bean piece, just a little fleece that you can wear out in the winter weather and stay warm. And it's that beautiful green color. Okay, this one is, I just looked at it. It's Dress Barn. It's vintage Dress Barn brand. And I liked how the zipper was on the side on this one. And I kind of like that worn. It almost like, it looks to me like I could style it in a 90s grunge sort of way, but also equally could be like Norway or something, like some snowy, cabiny, like winter place. I don't know. I feel like it could be that as well. So I feel like I could take it two different looks depending on what I paired with it. Like, you could put some cute beanie with this and a scarf and some of those snow boot things, and maybe a little bit newer pair of jeans, or tight, maybe a little, because I know these jeans, they are vintage, they all fit differently. These are vintage Wranglers, and they're baggy. For whatever reason, they're high-waisted, but they seem to be a little baggier around this area. So I'd probably do, if I was going to do like that wintry Norway look, me and my daughter love Norway. We look at the videos. We love the land. We just love to see. I think it's because we're so cramped where we're at. Like, that's where I grew up with land, and then when we moved to this mobile home, the land kind of got taken away. So we really feel the pushback of that. We feel that pushback in the space and not being able to see the pretty scenery around us. And so we have to work really hard to be happy around, just find little things to be happy. And so we do watch a lot of the land videos on YouTube and just love to see those big wide stretches of land and landscapes and beautiful scenery. So Norway is one of the ones we notice. And so this kind of reminds me of that, like some snow boots and a little bit maybe more modern jean, or like a snugger jean, maybe a dark colored jean to go with it, a little beanie and scarf. I feel like that would be really cute. But then also equally some holy, what do you call that, worn in like holes, jeans. I'm trying to, what is that word? Distressed jeans, and kind of going a 90s look, 90s grunge look too, could be really cool with this as well. But I do like this sweater. I just kind of like the way it is. It has some wool in it. Normally I don't pick up wool, but depending on how it feels, makes the difference. So this one, I really like the way it feels, and it just feels like a normal, it just feels like any other sweater. But some of the wool sweaters I've tried to wear, I literally feel like it's eating like my skin. Like my skin feels kind of raw when it's sitting on us. I don't know how people do that. I love them and I think they're beautiful. I just don't know how people wear them. So this one does not feel that way. It's very comfortable. Okay, this is a Basic Editions, and that was a Kmart brand, and I'm pretty for certain this one was new with tags as well. But I'm wondering, is Kmart still around somewhere? Our Kmart went out of business a while back. Like, it's been years. So the tag doesn't look vintage, but yet I remember Basic Editions being at Kmart. So I'm not sure if this one's vintage or not. It may be, and it was just very well preserved. I don't know, but I do love the purple with the big buttons, and I feel like sometimes purple is, it's kind of a hit or miss on whether or not you find it at the thrift store, in my opinion. So I feel like this was a really good, and it looks brand new. It's still, sometimes you can find it new with tags and it not look new, but this one actually looks really good. So I think just having this color purple cardigan is a pretty good find. Okay, vintage Snoopy Joe Cool hoodie. I thought this one was really cool. I had to clean it up a bit. So the material is very rough. It almost feels like a towel, but a towel that has been dried outside on the line and not in the dryer. It did not have I think it said, you know what, I think it does have a tag in it, but for whatever reason, I can't remember, but I feel like it wasn't dryable. And so I hung it up to dry, and it's just kind of hard. And it was really rough. So it had like a musky Windex. It smelled like Windex and like musk. I don't know. But anyways, I washed it up with some vinegar. You can put some white vinegar, baking soda, the kind you cook with, and I use that all free and clear detergent, and I use the color grabbers I was talking about because that keeps the colors from running. So anyways, I just put all of that in there, and it came out cleaner. It smells good now, but it's still a little rough because I didn't dry it. But do any of you remember it? So my husband says it's 80s. I thought it was 90s, but I do think it's a cool piece. It's got a little hood on it. It had like these strings where you've seen it. It's definitely been used, and so I cut these off and made them a little shorter because they were way down here. And I would wear this in a grunge sort of way, or in a 90s way. I would put some black jeans in it, probably black ripped jeans, or maybe some black jeans with some Converse. I would do something like that to style this one up. I would not wear these with it, but I do think it is a cool piece. I loved this one when I picked it up. That butter yellow, I noticed it right away, and it is like, it is like the perfect butter yellow corduroy. I absolutely love this piece. It was one of my favorite pieces, and it is the brand Blair. It says Blair.com on the tag. So, but I just thought this one was like, the color's amazing, and it's perfect for right now, for like the temperature and the weather right now. And I might even wear, I do like it with the black, but I would probably, I feel like, put white under it, like a white t-shirt, like one of the men's, like the real thick t-shirts that you can find. I'd probably put something like that under it, or even a white turtleneck as well. I'm loving this one as well. So this is another favorite. This is vintage Liz wear, and the colors to me are perfect for the winter. That's perfect for Christmas. And this is like a button-up shirt. It is a size large, so it's made big anyway, I think, but it's a little big. And so I kind of like it as a jacket look. So I probably would style it this way, open, with some vintage jeans. I don't know. I feel like you can go either way. You can go modern jeans or vintage jeans with this one. This one's going to look good either way. I kind of like making it kind of a cabiny vibe. Like if you're going, say you're going on vacation right now. I always think of Gatlinburg, staying in a cabin in Gatlinburg, Tennessee. I feel like this is the perfect top for that. Go sit by the fireplace. Yeah, so I feel like that's how I would style it up. Ooh, and I would love to have some of those. I have those Timberlands on right now, but I really like those LL Beans. We call them duck boots, but they're kind of like the water boot on bottom, but then they lace up like this boot on top. I kind of would like to have some of those. I feel like if I had a pair of those, I would put them with this. I just feel like that would be cute. So, anyway, but I love this one. All right, this is a new approach. So it's ANA brand, which is a newer brand, and I'm pretty for certain it is from JCPenney's. And I picked it up. It's just a basic. This would very much fit into a minimalist wardrobe, but it is a good basic. But I picked it up because I liked this braid that runs down both sides of it. And I don't know about you, but I like notice everything on clothing. And I always notice the details, and so little details like that stick out to me. And so that's really the only reason why I picked it up, is because I like that little detail in it. I think it's cute. Because it is a newer piece, I once again don't like it. I'm starting to wonder why I picked these jeans. Well, I thought I had a lot of vintage, so I feel like they do look good with some of the vintage, but I don't like the jeans with this top. I would pair a newer pair of jeans with this, and you could either go a little grunge with this one and wear the ripped jeans. I would, and pick like a darker color, like a even like a gray distressed jean or a black distressed jean, and go more of a grunge type of way with it. Or you could dress it up and you could wear like a newer, like a dark jean, like a dark blue jean, more of a classic look, put some fancy jewelry on with it, and just be a little more dressy. So I feel like you could do it either way with this one. I see both sides of it. Okay, this one I actually do like with the jeans. This is a Ralph Lauren piece. It is newer, but it actually, I feel like, does look good with these vintage jeans. I think the vintage jeans, because they're so high-waisted, sometimes having a smaller item on top and like tucking it in, to me, makes it feel, I don't know, it has a little bit more feminine look to me. I like the way the neckline is with it as well. So, but I just liked this piece, and it's a good, you can see it's got some, it's black, but it's metallic gold on it. And so I feel like it would be a good piece for Christmas as well, or even New Year's, because of that gold color in it. So you could do either or. And also just, I kind of like it with the vintage look as well. So you could do it either way. Dress it down, dress it up. But I feel like this is just a good piece as well, that you can come out with several different styles with it. Okay. You know, I'm not a football fan. I said that in the last video. I actually really could care less. But I live in Tennessee, so I kind of support Tennessee because I live here. But my husband's a football fan, and he is not a Dallas Cowboys fan. So I just picked this up because it looked cool. I recognize it. I know Dallas Cowboys is like a big major team. And it is a vintage sweatshirt. I want to think it says, it sounds weird to me right now when I think of it, but I think it said Lee on the tag, which doesn't make sense because there is a Lee brand. But anyway, I think that's what it said on it. But it is a 90s Dallas Cowboy sweatshirt. So I thought I would just grab it and pick it up. It is super comfortable, perfect for winter, but I may sell it simply because it's not a team that like neither one of us really like care about. So, but I just thought it was a cool piece, and I recognized the vintage of it, and so there that one is. Okay, this one's just quite simple. It's a Life is Good, All We Need Is Love little sweatshirt. It's made like a sweatshirt. It is kind of tiny, but it's just comfortable. It's simple. It's a basic, and I would probably just wear it like if I'm not wanting to dress up or like really do anything that day. I'd probably just put it on as basic with some jeans or some sweatpants or something. But also it could be worn for Valentine's Day if you just want a cute look for Valentine's Day. I feel like this one's the way to go. Okay, this one, I love it. This is just Talbot's. It's a modern day Talbot's brand top. It's got the little, it says authentic Talbot's right there. I love how it's oversized. It's like an oversized top. It is so comfortable. I don't know if it's just because it's dark and it's winter or what it is, but I absolutely love the way this one is feeling, and I like the way it looks. And once again, I like the purple. I feel like in the past I've had a hard time finding good purple pieces, and so I actually really do love this one. Okay, this is a Liz Sport vintage. I'm thinking 90s as well, and it just a turtleneck. And usually I'm not crazy about red and black or red and black and white together, but I do really like this brand and I do really like turtlenecks. So I went ahead and picked it up anyway, and I actually think it looks pretty good. So I may warm up to the idea of the colors, but I do think it turned out good. I like it tucked in. It was also kind of interesting out. I feel like this is another piece you could do a grunge look with if you wore it out over some black jeans or something, and maybe some black. I'm thinking like Doc Martens or something, but also like it like tucked in with just like a pair of blue jeans. So I feel like this looks good as well, and I do like the piece. So I guess I'll hang on to this one. Okay, I only have one more after this one, so we're about done. But this is, I think you pronounce it Harvey because it's got a little thing above the E. So Harvey Bernard, and I don't know how vintage it is. The tag doesn't look very vintage to me, but the sweater looks a little vintage to me. I almost put it with that poodle skirt at the beginning, but I do like how it's pink and it's just got like the argyle triangles down the side of it there. So I think that's really cute. And and I don't know if I would want to wear it with something under it because I feel like the little buttons, you know how like it bubbles when you're sitting or whatever. I don't know if they like pop open or not. So I'm not sure, but right now it's cute like this, but I don't know how exactly I would pair it up. Like it did kind of have a 50s look to me. So I almost feel like I almost kind of want to put it with that poodle sweater, but I'm not sure. But I do think it is a very cute piece. Okay, this is the last one of the thrift haul, and I think it turned out pretty good. I mean, I feel like that's a lot of items, some really good vintage pieces, some good brands for 50 bucks. I feel like that's still of a deal. And this last one is Lands End, and it's got that, it's a mock neck, so almost a turtleneck, and it's got the kind of that Christmassy, wintry print that's like perfect for this time of year. I thought I would end it with that, and I do think it's very cute. And I do like the Lands End brand. Lands End's been around, this is a newer piece, but they've been around for a very long time, since I was little, I know. So anyway, I hope you liked looking at these pieces with me, and like I always say, I'm trying them on for the first time and seeing them with you, and I just hope you have a fabulous day today. And I'm trying to figure out, I'm not sure what I'm going to do on my next video. So I have stuff set aside to do like a Y2K video. I have some set aside for a 90s, for an 80s. I guess some set aside for all of them. So we'll just see what comes next. I'm not sure yet. And I have fur. So faux furs, not real furs, but anyway, there's a lot of them. I almost feel like that goes under Y2K though. I feel like every time I see Y2K in the winter, it's got fur. So I don't know. We'll see how I pair that up, but we'll see what comes next. But I just wanted to get the thrift haul in. I had just recently got them and wanted to show it to you. And also, I just hope that you have a great day today, and I feel better already. I feel like once I work through all of this, after we did all these clothes, I already feel 100 times better. Already shaking off the stuff from this morning, and it's all good. And I hope this just kind of inspires you to do the same. And if you're kind of stuck and you're having like a moment and it's hard to like get up and get moving and get going, just pick something. That's what I've been having to make myself do. Like, you have to just pick something and start somewhere, whether it's reading your Bible or making a video or trying on something. Just do something, or maybe even do something different. Go for a walk somewhere. I think me and my daughter, we're going to head out to the mall and walk because it's kind of cold outside right now, and fortunately we have a mall that we get to walk in, that they allow walkers in, so that works for us right now. I kind of hate it though. I'm thankful, but I kind of hate it because I want to be outside so bad. It's just a little too cold. So I mean, other people's cold, like if I was in Norway, I'd probably be too cold to go outside, right? Other people's cold is probably not my version of cold, but anything like 40 and below is cold to me. So if it stays like 50, I can do 50. 50 and above is great. I love 70. I would love to just keep 70, like fall weather all the time would be perfect for me year round. I even love the leaves and the colors and all that. That's my favorite season. But anyways, I'm thankful for whatever season we're having, and I'm going to make it work. And that for me is walking in the mall right now. So that's where I'm headed, and I will see you on the next video. Thanks for watching. If you like it, hit subscribe and like and help me grow my channel, and I will see you soon. Bye.